Welcome back to the channel, friends. Today we're exploring one of the most fascinating and misunderstood buildings in America, Denver International Airport. Whether you've flown through it or only heard the whispers online, this place has earned a reputation unlike any other airport on Earth. From strange murals to underground rumors, there's a lot to unpack. So sit back, relax, and let's separate the facts from the fiction together in a thoughtful, honest way. First, let's appreciate the sheer scale of this place. Denver International, often called DIA, opened in 1995 and covers a staggering 53 square miles. That makes it the largest airport by land area in the entire United States, and one of the biggest in the world. It's actually larger than the city of San Francisco. This enormous footprint alone raises eyebrows and questions, and it's the perfect starting point for understanding why DIA feels so unusual. DIA's story didn't start smoothly. The airport opened 16 months behind schedule, and roughly $2 billion over budget. Much of that delay came from an ambitious automated baggage system that famously malfunctioned, flinging suitcases and jamming constantly. Engineers eventually scrapped it entirely. To many observers, these costly troubles seemed suspicious, but when you look closely, they reflect the very human challenges of building something enormous and technologically ambitious, not a hidden conspiracy lurking beneath the surface. One of the first things travelers notice is that dramatic white roof. Those peaked, tent-like structures stretch across the main terminal like a mountain range. And that's exactly the point. The architects designed the fabric roof to echo the snow-capped Rocky Mountains that define Colorado's skyline. It's made of a durable, Teflon-coated fiberglass that lets natural light pour through during the day. Far from sinister, it's actually a beautiful tribute to the surrounding landscape. Now, let's meet the airport's most notorious resident. Standing 32 feet tall near the entrance is a bright blue horse with glowing red eyes. Locals have affectionately and fearfully nicknamed it Blucifer. The sculpture, officially titled Blue Mustang, was created by artist Luis Jimenez. Its fiery gaze and rearing pose certainly make an unforgettable impression. For many first-time visitors, this striking statue is where the airport's spooky reputation truly begins to take hold. The story behind Blucifer only deepens the legend. Tragically, artist Luis Jimenez died in 2006 while creating the sculpture when a section of the horse fell and struck him. This heartbreaking accident fueled countless rumors about the statue being cursed. But the truth is far more sorrowful than sinister. Jimenez was a celebrated artist whose family completed the work to honor his memory. Those glowing red eyes are actually a tribute to his father's neon sign shop. Inside the terminal, you'll find enormous murals by artist Leo Tanguma that have sparked endless speculation. One depicts a menacing soldier in a gas mask, while another shows children of the world gathered in peace. Conspiracy theorists claim these images predict apocalyptic events or hidden agendas. Tanguma himself has repeatedly explained the real meaning. The murals actually tell a hopeful story about humanity overcoming war, environmental destruction, and division to reach a peaceful, united future. The key to understanding these murals is viewing them as a sequence, not isolated frames. The darker panels represent the problems facing our world, while the brighter companion pieces show humanity healing and coming together. It's a classic artistic narrative of struggle followed by redemption. When you take the murals in full context, they transform from ominous warnings into an inspiring plea for peace, tolerance, and care for our shared planet. Near the center of the terminal sits a shiny capstone with a peculiar inscription. It credits something called the New World Airport Commission and features a Masonic symbol. To conspiracy enthusiasts, this is smoking gun evidence of secret societies controlling the airport. In reality, Freemasons have long participated in public building dedications, a tradition dating back centuries. The New World Airport Commission was simply a group of businesses that organized the airport's grand opening celebration. That same capstone conceals a time capsule sealed to be opened in the year 2094. Inside are messages and mementos meant for future generations of Coloradans. It's a genuinely lovely gesture, connecting the people of today with the travelers of tomorrow. Yet because the marker mentions a Masonic organization, imaginations run wild. When you strip away the mystery, it's simply a heartfelt way to preserve a moment in history for the century ahead. Perhaps the wildest legends involve secret tunnels and bunkers hidden beneath the airport. Some claim there's a vast underground city, others a shelter for the world's elite during catastrophe. The truth is that DIA does have tunnels, but they serve a very ordinary purpose. They house baggage systems, utilities, and maintenance corridors, exactly what you'd expect beneath a facility this size. Every major airport has similar infrastructure, hidden discreetly from passenger view. Remember that failed automated baggage system. Its abandoned tunnels actually feed some of the underground rumors. When you have miles of empty passageways originally built for luggage, it's easy to imagine sinister uses. But these spaces are now used for storage and utilities. The story here is really about ambitious engineering that reached too far, too fast. It's a fascinating example of how innovation sometimes stumbles before we learn valuable lessons. Scattered throughout the airport are quirky gargoyle statues perched inside suitcases, watching over the baggage claim. They're delightfully strange, and naturally they've become part of the conspiracy lore. But their meaning is charmingly practical. Artist Terry Allen created them as modern guardians, playfully referencing the medieval tradition of gargoyles protecting buildings. Here they humorously watch over your luggage. It's a bit of whimsy and public art, not a hidden message of doom. So why does one airport attract so many conspiracy theories? Part of it is timing. DIA opened in the 1990s, an era buzzing with distrust of government and secret organizations. Combine that with delays, cost overruns, unusual art, and a remote location far from downtown, and you've got fertile ground for speculation. Human beings naturally seek patterns and stories, especially when something feels genuinely mysterious and unfamiliar to us. Here's a wonderful twist. Rather than ignoring these theories, Denver International decided to have fun with them. The airport launched a marketing campaign playfully acknowledging the conspiracies, complete with a talking gargoyle and construction barriers hinting at secret lizard people. It was a brilliant, self-aware move. By embracing the legends with humor, DIA turned potential embarrassment into a beloved part of its identity and a genuine tourist attraction. Let's address why the airport sits so far from the city. DIA replaced the older Stapleton Airport, which had become cramped and surrounded by neighborhoods. Planners chose remote, open land so the airport could expand freely and reduce noise for residents. That vast, empty setting definitely adds to the eerie atmosphere, especially in Colorado's dramatic weather. But the decision was rooted in smart, forward-thinking urban planning, not secret intentions. When you set aside the myths, DIA is genuinely an engineering achievement worth celebrating. That massive roof, the efficient runway design allowing simultaneous landings, and the sustainable features all reflect thoughtful innovation. The airport handles tens of millions of passengers every year with impressive efficiency. It stands as a testament to human ambition and creativity. Sometimes the real story behind a building is more inspiring than any conspiracy theory could ever be. It's worth remembering that all this controversial art exists because of a wonderful policy. Denver requires that a percentage of public construction budgets go toward public art. That's why the airport overflows with sculptures, murals, and installations. Rather than sterile hallways, travelers experience a living gallery. These works spark conversation, wonder, and yes, even wild theories. That's exactly what great public art is supposed to do. Make us stop, look, and think. Denver Airport teaches us something valuable about how we interpret the world. When faced with the unfamiliar, it's tempting to fill the gaps with fear and fantasy. But curiosity paired with genuine investigation usually reveals a richer, more human truth. Behind every strange mural and glowing statue is an artist with a story, a planner with a purpose, and a community with real dreams. The facts, it turns out, are wonderfully compelling. So, is Denver International the strangest building in America? In many delightful ways, absolutely yes. But strange doesn't mean sinister. It means bold, artistic, ambitious, and refreshingly unafraid to embrace its own quirky reputation. Next time you pass through, take a moment to appreciate the creativity all around you. Thank you so much for watching, friends. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share your favorite theory in the comments below.